Some of these men genuinely don't care to get to know you. They just want to experience you. So let's talk about it. Unfortunately, a guy can literally do the right things, can say the right things, can communicate, can take you out on dates, literally everything, only for him to actually not give a fuck about you. And this is why it's important to have enough discernment in yourself and confidence and security that you know exactly what you want and what you're looking for, and that you don't settle for someone's dusty, crusty, musty ass son. If you don't have pure intentions for me, at least communicate what you're looking for. So if it aligns with what I want, then we can go about it. If not, guess what? I'm gonna let you do your thing and I'm gonna move on. Crazy to me, because a lot of these men actually want to humble, very confident, secure women that take care of themselves mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, women that literally spend time and money on their looks. All because of what? Because they want to experience you as a person, because they want to experience the life that you're living, maybe the looks that you have, the body that you have. Our generation has gone to shits. Nothing is ever that genuine anymore. People always have some ulterior motive, and it's like, at least communicate what your motive is. It's important for us ladies to take our time with what we're looking for.
Okay, stop crying for a while so I can introduce you all, ladies and gentlemen, to today's episode. Welcome back to the desert. As we have this woman here crying, whining. It's not that deep. Just don't pick the men that are massive red flags and you can spot them from 50 miles away. Just don't do that and go for the vast majority of men who are looking for something serious, and you wouldn't be having these problems and you wouldn't be crying out here on the internet. But she says, "I'll just be clear about your intentions." Gentlemen, that is exactly what turns these women away. You being honest about your intentions and saying, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's be, ride or die type of people. Let's take this somewhere. Once have a family, once have kids. That is what turns them away. And they go for the men who are unavailable, quote unquote. They're not actually unavailable. They're pretty clear about just wanting to smash them. And that's what they actively chase. So stop crying. You're to blame for everything. Now, gentlemen, let's move on to our next TikTok. And for our article story, a woman goes on Tinder and has some triple-digit number of matches in like one day. I forgot the number, but we're going to take a look at that. But now, guys, let's continue with this one.
A man tried to be mean to me today on a dating app, and that's never happened before. But I cannot believe that that's a real thing, because who is mean? Who goes out of their way to be mean to someone? That's crazy. Let me show you. So I matched.
Chat, is it true that on the internet there are mean people? It's the first time I hear about it. But well, apparently, according to this woman, there are mean people on the internet, so be careful.
With this guy called Gio. He's 27 years old. Honestly, I wasn't super sure about him, but it's so rare that I swipe right anyway that I was like, let's just give it a try, right? And I have this icebreaker thing that's like, what's something I wouldn't know about you from your profile? And Bumble did this thing now, so like the guy can actually message you first if he replies to my opening whatever. He says that you look like 50 and not 34. He says that you look like you're 50 and not 34. I'm like, he must be confused. This has to be like a clerical error. Maybe he's not good at English, because there's no way that he's saying that I look 50, because I'm a lot of things, but I'm not someone that looks old. I know that I look young. I've had a baby face my entire life. I am 34, about to be 35, and I know I don't look that old.
You can have a baby face, you can't hide the wrinkles though. I'm not saying she looks 50, but wouldn't say she looks 34 either. I don't know about you guys.
It's not a flex, it's just the truth. I know I don't look that old. So I'm like, excuse me, because
that hit her in the feelings, you can tell.
Also, we just matched on a dating app, which means we're potential partners. We could be going on a date. You matched with me because allegedly, I would imagine you thought that I was attractive and that you wanted to begin a romantic relationship with me. So starting out of the gates with an insult is wild. So I was like, obviously this is an error. And this is what he says. I've inversed your question. Sorry, just being honest, LOL. Gio, are you... Like, I'm not even mad because it's so funny. Are you...
It's not even mad. As she's recording a 3-minute TikTok crying, "Oh, this man didn't cuddle me and wasn't supportive all the time, as I'm used to with all the other hundreds of men I left on red." She's so butthurt about it, gentlemen. It's so clear.
Are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, you think that I look 50 years old, first of all, and you just matched with me to insult me? And then he says, thanks. I don't think he's very bright. And I was like, you clearly don't speak English very well, clearly. And then he unmatched me before I could say what I was going to say, which was, that's a lot coming from someone who looks like he could be older than me. And you're allegedly 27, Gio, please. I mean, I have to assume he's just like having a bad day and wanted to be mean to women or something. Listen, I might not be a 10.
No, you're just not that special, all right? You're just not that special, not that attractive. And these women, guys, are so accustomed to living on that pedestal that Sims put them on, that the slightest bit of accountability, mean comment, or something that isn't straight up worshipping them is like a hit on their ego, you know? They think that it's their God-given right to be worshipped all the time.
A 10 out of 10. I think I'm kind of cute. I don't think I'm like the hottest girl you've ever seen, but I think I'm okay. I like myself, but I know I don't look old, okay? So anyways, here he is. If you run into this guy, he's a real special piece of work. I'm not even...
He looks like a Chad, not gonna lie, guys. He has a good jawline, very good hair, dresses with style. This is a good picture. Has a manly face. Has this look, sort of like a bit not arrogant, but like powerful. You know, looks like the villain from a Pixar movie or something. Much more attractive than her, to be honest with you guys. No homo, but this man, for me, looks more well put than this woman.
Not even going to bother covering his face. This is him in all of his glory. And by the way, when a man has posed photos like that, all I can think of is him going outside with an outfit on and saying to one of his bros or someone, bro, take a pic of me. Take a pic of me. Girl behavior.
Jeez, got a bit mad, eh? Got a bit on your feelings. She's maybe going through her period, guys, so we'll be understanding. But wow, that really hurt you, eh? She's gonna like be having like nightmares, you know, turning and tossing in her bed, sweating profoundly. I hope she gets better. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our last TikTok.
Someone needs to tell me why it's so incredibly hard to do like the easiest fucking things. I'm talking, I need to get up off my couch and go shower. And it's like, okay, I'll do it in 3, 2, 1. No. Okay, I'll do it at 3:35. All of a sudden it's 4. And I'm like, okay, fuck, I'll do it at 4. Like, what? I wish I was kidding. I'll need to do.
So quite relatable, right? We've all had that moment where you're sitting, watching TV, you're sitting on the couch, you have to get up and do something, wash the dishes, you don't want to do it, you procrastinate, you know, very relatable. Now, if we check the comments under this post, first comment says, functional freeze. It's one of the worst things ever. Functional freeze. He's like, yeah, you're talking about functional freeze. Oh, don't tell me about it. Another one says, ADHD. What the hell is that? Sorry, guys. ADHD, executive dysfunction, functional freeze. What are all these words? What's happening? This is the most relatable experience that any human may have. You don't want to do your tasks. You prefer to be browsing socials, playing a game, just sitting on the couch, excuse me. Like, this is something normal. What is this ADHD, executive dysfunction, functional freeze, all these technicalities thrown around? Because nowadays we have to diagnose literally every human emotion. Oh, you're sad. Well, you must have like 5 sorts of depression. Oh, you don't concentrate really easily on like subjects you don't like at all to begin with. Oh, that's ADHD. That must be ADHD. You feel a bit lazy on the weekends. Oh, that is functional freeze or whatever the hell. Can we stop playing victim all the time? We've come up with all these words to diagnose and you know, now you have to take like 5 different sorts of pills because we don't want to feel sad from time to time. And look, I believe that there are people with depression, even ADHD. I have a friend that has shared with me he has ADHD, so I asked him, well, what happens if you don't take your medication for ADHD, which happens to be extremely expensive? And he said, well, he mentioned a few problems that really are impactful, you know. So I'm not really in touch with ADHD and all that stuff. But the reason why I don't take people seriously when they mention those conditions is because like 9 out of 10 people just fake it and are extremely dumb about it. So there are people with depression, but for every person who really has depression and really has a condition, there's like 9 people who just feel sad and, oh no, I have depression. Oh, I don't want to go to work. I'm in a depression. Oh no. oh, today it's raining, so I cannot go to the beach. Oh, I'm in a depression. It's like this very soy boy victim mentality of whining all the time, playing victim all the time, instead of dealing with your feelings, which doesn't mean coping, just, hey, life has happy moments, sad moments, angry moments, lazy moments. You're a human person. We're emotional beings. Why do we have to, put everything as if it were a mental sickness? It's not. You realize, you people, that humans have emotions and we are not meant to be happy all the time and satisfied all the time. Guys, I had to mention this because it really gets on my nerves just how everyone is constantly whining, constantly playing victim. It's so tiresome. Especially on dating apps, guys. You'll have all these women that self-diagnose themselves and they'll write on their bio like, I have depression, don't message me if you can't deal with ADHD, just wearing it as a badge of honor, which is straight up disrespectful to people who really have those conditions and are struggling because of them. It's just so tiresome, guys. I'm sick of it. But now, let's move on. Talking about dating apps, guys, let's move on to our article. Why do guys on Tinder swipe right on every girl? I just got the app yesterday, mind you, yesterday, and already have nearly 700 likes and 60 messages from people I matched with. In one day, 700 likes. I think that we have to bunch up like half my viewership to get the same amount of interest, the same amount of likes. It's pretty obvious to me that that isn't legit, as I'm probably a 6 out of 10 on a good day and only filled out one section of my profile before I got sick of doing that and gave up. So this is how women operate, right? 6 out of 10 on a good day, meaning she's probably 5 out of 10, quite average to be honest. And she gets 700 likes, gentlemen. It's insane. How, like, I think that even a 10 out of 10 man wouldn't get so many likes. You know, if you are a 10 out of 10 and you're really, Brad Pitt levels of successful with women, I don't know if he's successful, but attractive to women, maybe then, maybe, probably not even then. It's insane, guys. It really is insane. And then you have all these women saying, oh, why don't guys put more effort into their profiles? Their pictures suck. How can I match with you if your picture is not good? And your bio is so boring. No. Get the hell out of here with those arguments. It's not about the profile picture. If you're a Chad, even if your picture is blurred out or you're in your pajamas taking a crap, you'll still get matches, alright? And if you're a 7 out of 10 guy, even if you put your best picture out there, you're just not gonna get attention. Stop pretending like it has to do with bios and pictures. No, it has to do with, are you a man, first off, or a woman, and are you attractive? That's it. If you're a woman, you don't even need to be attractive. But I continue. So I'm assuming that most men on this app are probably swiping right on every single female without actually looking at their pics. This makes the app borderline impossible to use, even just for hookups. How exactly is it impossible to use if you have 700 likes? That is what I don't understand. How is it impossible when 90% of men on the dating pool are at your disposal? She says, even for hookups. No, you could make the argument that it's hard to use for serious dating because you have 700 people interested in you, of whom the vast majority are not really interested in a long-term relationship. But for hookups, what? Just message them, hey, wanna F around? Tell them a place an hour, they'll be there. They'll bring like 5 other men if you want. It's so easy. The worst are guys who get mad if I can't respond to their message after 5 minutes. I can't even hold a proper conversation with any one person because every time I open the app, I'm bombarded with spam. There are some people, thirsty guys, passing away of being thirsty, while others are just flooded. This woman needs a boat to go through all the men interested in her. For what it's worth, 85% of the people I've seen while swiping have been physically attractive and out of my league, if I were to be honest, which women often are not. But I can't even talk to any of them because I get overwhelmed every time when I open the app. Why do men do this? I love it, guys. We have men here in the West struggling. There are no options. Nobody will pay attention to them. Even if you match with someone, they never reply back. They ghost you. They don't show up. With all these problems. Meanwhile, women, guys, they have come to the point where even 6 out of 10s are whining because I just have so many options. I don't know what to do with them. I have so many options. It's so funny, guys. So again, there's just no excuse for women being single. I'm not saying that dating apps are it. I'm saying that outside of dating apps, they still get the same amount of attention, all right? And not 700 men a day interested in them in real life, but a very high number. These women are liked by colleagues, neighbors, friends, friends of friends, some, I don't know, far off relative, I don't know. Just everyone. The guy at Starbucks, the guy at the gas station, you know, just about everyone. Again, even when they are 6 out of 10s, there's just no excuse. So every time, this is why women above 30 who are single are red flag. Just speaks of baggage and high standards. But we'll end the video answering her question. Why do men do this? Well, again, because if you're a man who matches with 5 people, nobody is going to message you back. If you're a man that matches with 50 people, nobody is going to message you back. You have to match with like, not match, I mean like, you have to like 500 women so that on occasion, 1 or 2 of them are going to reply back or show some sort of interest at all, you know? So this is why men do it. You whine about it, yet you are the very reason why men do this, all right? Because you don't pay attention to most guys. You don't reply back. You don't care. You have 300 people lined up. You don't reply, you know? So this is why men, if they want to, they throw a wide net and they catch everything and then they start looking, you know? So I hope that answers your question, madam. But guys, we'll leave it off here. Very funny article story, to be honest with you. Again, remember, guys, take it from me. Take it from your 4,000-year-old pal. In most of the cases, women above 30 who are single are a massive red flag. Solely because of this, because they have so many options. So it just begs the question, why are you single at 30 after you've had hundreds upon hundreds of men interested in you? And this is talking about serious dating. I'm not even counting in the people that want a hookup, all right? It's like seeing a supposedly very good car at a low price that, however, nobody has bought in like 15 years. Wouldn't you think, hey, if this is such a deal, why has nobody been interested in this car for 15 years? So there's that. But gentlemen, thank you for watching. You can find me on Patreon where you'll find more desert, more exclusive content. So go check me out. And now, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.